Guys, I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened to me. I want to just share with you to motivate you. Maybe this will help you realize that what you're going through is really not that bad, because there always could be something worse. Um, but first, I want to start off by telling you how I got there. Um, so I used to have depression when I was in high school, major depression, and I worked on myself, and I changed my self talk, and I really got down to minor depression, and then I went to depression recovery, and it was a really amazing experience. I went there for 2 weeks. I exercised 3 days a week. I mean, 3 times a day. They put me on a 100% vegan diet, and they just changed everything, my lifestyle. They just basically helped me have a better lifestyle. And with that, after I left and I got home, I just felt like a new person, and I just continued to work on myself. Now, at that time, I was with my boyfriend. He's my ex now. I was with him at that time probably for like 2-3 years. Then he didn't really like all the changes that was happening, and I was kind of tempted to break up the relationship because I just felt like we weren't going in the right direction. But something always just kept me from doing that because, we had been together for so long. We used to be best friends. I literally knew him since I was in high school. My mom and his mom used to be friends, and they kind of had the same beliefs. They were both Seventh-day Adventists. And then his mom changed into, I wasn't sure at that time what religion she had changed into, but I just knew that she stopped being Seventh-day Adventist and she stopped going to church with us. And she started doing church by herself at the house or with a group. She always did church, and any time that I went to visit them, I remember that she'd be like on a Sabbath. Seventh-day Adventists do church on Sabbath. Anytime that I went to visit them, she would be in the living room, doing worship, singing songs, reading the Bible. They were on the phone, talking to somebody, and I didn't know at that time who it was. But I never really questioned anything because I just felt, like it's the same thing. She's just not Seventh-day Adventist, but she's like following their beliefs pretty much. So, I always asked my boyfriend at the time about it, but he was just like, I don't know, she just does her own thing. I don't ask questions. I was like, all right, whatever. Never really thought much about it. And then I started to change because like I said, I was raised Seventh-day Adventist, so I didn't really believe what my mom preached to me, and I never really, I felt like I was just believing because that's how I was raised, If your family brings you up a way, you're going to follow in those footsteps. So I decided, you know what, let me take my own route and find out what my purpose is. Is my purpose to be Seventh-day Adventist? Is my purpose to continue with this religion? What is my purpose in life, period, So then I started, studying and just kind of going my own route. Instead of being religious, I decided I was going to be spiritual because I feel like religion is created to just separate the truth into different religions instead of having one religion just combined. That was my belief. So basically, yeah, I started going with my own thing. I did believe in, the seventh day is the day that God created to give us a day of rest, which is basically what Seventh-day Adventists believe, We work all day and every day, and, we need to take one day off to rest, and that's the day that we worship God. So I still believe that, and I still believe, Seventh-day Adventists believe in having a healthy diet, a vegan diet, a plant-based diet. Most Seventh-day Adventists do. So I still, went with I switched to vegetarian, but I still, was eating how I used to eat. Then I started getting into crystals and just hippie stuff, chakras and all that stuff. And I really, really got into it. I went hard. And I started to get to a very good place. I thought that I was going into a good place. I was looking I just wanted to find my purpose in life. I just wanted to be overflowing with love, and I wanted to be the kind of person that just motivated others. And I just felt like, maybe if I went into this route, I would find my purpose. So anyways, my ex's mom, she had some of the beliefs that I was starting to acquire. And she was talking about crystals and, meditating and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. She used to be Seventh-day Adventist and she's changing it to this. This must be a sign, this is a sign that I need to go, like, in this path. Like, it must be. And she always told me about this guy that she talked to and I should talk to him. And I was like, I don't really feel comfortable. I'm okay. And then, time passed and then she one day comes up to me and she's like, I found out that I'm an angel. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? She's like, yeah, I'm an angel. You're an angel too, when we were born, we just forgot who we were because this world has trained us to be someone else. It's like brainwashing us or something along those lines. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I kept listening. I would listen to what she had to say, but I wasn't like diving into that belief yet. I was just like, that's a little crazy to me, but all right, you believe your thing. I'll just go along with my beliefs. And I asked, my ex, like, do you think, she's some like